And so to the news. Now, if you go into a dealership these days and buy a new car, you'll probably get something free thrown in, like a sunroof or some alloy wheels or something like that. But anyway, it's all rubbish because Proton, who make the Gen 2, have come up with the best special offer ever.
Well, you need a special offer with a Gen 2.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
It's brilliant. It's free dual controls.
Like they have at driving school?
Yeah.
Extra pedals and stuff?
Yeah, and it's great because if you go on a long journey with a mate, you can share the driving.
Think how much fun you could have with dual controls. Every speed camera. Sorry, mate. And who do they prosecute?
Yeah, when the policeman comes
Who
to
was
the window.
driving? That was just breathtaking. How much is it?
Well, it's £8,795, which is reasonably cheap. The best thing about it is you can get one of those with a £1 deposit.
We should,
So I think
we should have one of those.
I want one.
Yeah.
I want one. And you know the car roster thing? We have to come down here. We have to share cars to come down here when we do the show.
Yeah.
Put him in the driver's seat and give him the stig in the passenger seat.
I paid a lot of money to see his face when he got to work that day.
He made me go 60. Now, the AA has launched a roadmap this week. Got it here. What makes this one different is that they featured in it every single speed camera location in the country, OK? Now, well, hang on. Some people have been saying this week that this is a bad idea, but we've had a meeting and we've decided it isn't.
It isn't.
It's a brilliant idea. Because have you seen around, does anyone here live near Stoke-on-Trent here, OK? If you go from Stafford to Stoke, look, you've got speed camera, 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 speed camera. It's just
Now, that's the sort of information we need.
Exactly, because you can go up to Eccleshall and then up here, no speed cameras at all up there.
See, now, how can knowing that not be a good idea?
That's a good idea. This is the
Clearly.
roadmap we must all have.
Yes, and Nismo. Now, they are to Nissan what AMG are to Mercedes, so they're a tuning house that kind of work on their cars for them.
They did the Skylines, didn't they, in the olden
They
days?
did, the sort of 800 brake horsepower
Yeah.
jobs. Well, they've now done a 350Z. Here it is. It's got 295 brake horsepower, which is a bit more. It's lighter than usual, 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. Costs you about £33,000.
You know what the best thing about this is? It's got something called G-Attack suspension.
Yes, it has.
I've no idea what that is, but I want
Yes.
that, because I have the mental age of a 6-year-old.
I'm there, and I'd appreciate it if you had that on your car.
Got to say though, why are Nismo messing around doing this when what they should be doing is bringing us a new Skyline? Do you remember the old one? I think we've got a picture of it here.
God,
There's
it's
the
brilliant.
old one, OK? Now, that was about as good as cars got, OK? And that's what I want, is a new one of those.
It was fabulous.
That's an awful car. That's an awful car. The thing about those cars is they're, well, look, they're lumpy, bumpy, they've got spoilers, they usually have stupid wheels, they've got bulges on the bonnet, they've got a shiny interior, they're driven by idiots in baseball caps on the wrong way round.
Has anybody here got a gun?
Yeah.
That is a dreadful car.
Can't
It's got
set the-
pop-up screens and things. Do you know what I'd like? I'd like that new version of the Rolls-Royce, because it comes with some pens in the glove box. Have a look. That's what you want.
Like I said, has anyone got a gun? A knife? Anything that we could kill him with?
Maybe a G-Attack suspension.
Yes, I will hit you over the head with some G-Attack. Now, you know Alistair Darling? Got a photograph of him here.
Still looks like a badger, doesn't
He does. He's our Transport Minister. He has appointed a Minister of Road Safety whose name is Ladyman.
It's not.
His name is Ladyman, which means that there's a picture of him. Our Transport Department is now being run by Darling and Ladyman.
Excellent.
It's true. Mind you, I've done some checking on this guy. OK, guess what he drives?
Bus.
Nope.
Tandem bicycle.
No.
Tricycle.
Horse or a badger? Or
No,
rickshaw?
no, he drives an Alfa Romeo, a 156.
Really?
And until recently, he had 9 points on his licence.
He's one of us.
Welcome on board, Mr. Ladyman. Pop down any time you like. Bring Mr. Darling with you.
Yeah, the map business is hotting up. It's getting very competitive out there. A few weeks ago on the programme, we had this from the AA. It's a road atlas for the motorist, and it features all the speed cameras in the country. And we agreed that's a good idea for the motorist. Well, Ordnance Survey, a very sort of old organisation, have had a crack at this. This is a map for the motorist. They say it's the perfect size for a glove box. Well, yes, it is, but I can see why there is potentially a problem in its application. I mean, I know where I want to go. I just can't see where it is. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I am officially Top Gear's map correspondent. It seems to have turned out every week. Every week. I don't know how it's happened, but every week I'm sent a map. This week's map is this one that somebody's decided to send us because they claim it's unterrible.
Rubbish.
No, well,
I
you
could
see,
tear it.
I've seen that one coming, so I've given you... there you go. It's unterrible. Apparently, can't be done. You see... Look, you can't...
It's true.
It's amazing. No, you can... Look, you can't...
It says no biting.
Yeah, well, it's aimed at bikers, so that's what they're...
I'm going to eat my man.
They are waterproof as well, which I think is quite a good idea.
That's actually excellent on a
Well,
bike, a waterproof map. That's
Precisely,
exactly
because
what
if
you
you've ever
want.
tried to use a soggy one on a bike, I think that is actually quite a good idea. I know the one in my car gets mangled. So...
Yeah, no, it works.
What
as
are you
well.
doing?
You see if it... Yeah, you can burn the map. So you can't tear it, but you can burn it.
That's my map!
I
I wanted to keep that. God.
I'm covered in molten plastic, and it's stuck to the sole of your...
What am I going to do if I want to go in... That's Birmingham.
It was. It's Birmingham's gone.
You've completely ruined it. Right. What's next?
Do the news.
Now, we all know it's a very expensive business designing a new car. It costs millions and millions of pounds. Now, Porsche set the trend for not bothering with the styling each time.
No, I mean the new 911.
Same as the old 9.
Yeah, new Boxster. We're looking at it later in the show. Exactly the same as the old one.
Exactly. Now, Mitsubishi have gone one step further by not bothering with the entire car. Have a look at this. It's the new Mitsubishi Evo 9.
Which looks pretty much exactly the same as the Evo 8.
Yes, well, it is. In
Engine?
fact, the same.
Suspension?
Pretty much the same.
Price?
That's the same, £28,000 it starts from. It is, in fact, exactly the same car. What they've done here, it's very clever, is cross out 8 and write on 9. That's pretty much it.
That's genius.
It's fantastic thinking.
Yes, you may have noticed this week that some Greenpeace activists broke into the Land Rover factory, chained themselves to the production line claiming that Range Rovers... I don't know what they claim they do, but they do something wrong anyway. Yeah. So we're kind of with Greenpeace on this. We think it's ridiculous that town and city centres are clogged up with enormous gas-guzzling vehicles that only have one person on board. So we thought that we'd stage a protest of our own. And here it is. This is Hammersmith Bus Depot at rush hour, and look, we've handcuffed ourselves to a bus. Buses kill 48 badgers a week.
Buses burn planets.
CFCs coming out of the back of that bus are enough to fill the Pacific Ocean every 3 weeks.
You're making this stuff up.
That's what you do to get in the papers. You just make up statistics, they get printed, and you sound really good.
Right.
What do we want?
A Range Rover!
Why do we want it? As soon as we can arrange easy finance.
Well,
right.
as soon as the supercharger comes out.
Yeah, well,
See, the bus driver was so angry he had to come up and ask for an autograph.
Yeah, and then look, they put a bus in front of us so we couldn't be seen by all the passengers, but we just chained ourselves to that one then. My cold, dead fingers will have to be prized from this bus.
the only way I'm leaving this bus is without this arm.
Yeah.
Yep. Once in a man's life.
You have to just do the
Put
right
your feet down and say that, hello. Yeah, now you see, what happened here is with the police, really nice policemen, they really were, and they said they've got better things to do really than deal with 3 middle-class boys chained to a bus, and would be mind going away. So this is what happened.
We ran away.
We ran away.
We ran away.
We're not as good at protesting, I think, as Greenpeace.
What's our first go at it? We're new to.
Yeah. Hey, now, you know we're always banging on about speed cameras, OK? Well, I've got some facts that you might like to digest, OK? Last year in Hertfordshire, the number of cameras they had went up by 24%. Deaths went up by 34%. Wiltshire, cameras went up 14%. Deaths went up 22%. It's the same story in Avon and Somerset, same story in North Wales. OK, now County Durham, no cameras, deaths went down 24%. And North Yorkshire as well, no cameras, deaths down 9%. Right. And there's a very good reason for this. Because if you're driving down a road that's got loads of cameras, all you're looking at is your speedometer and into bushes. And you're never looking where you're going. You know the Institute of Advanced Motorists, this lot?
The wheel shufflers.
The wheels, they always
Yes,
drive.
they do, a lot
What
of
do you think I meant? They always drive. But anyway,
Wheel shufflers.
yes, the wheel shufflers. Even they are now saying that they want more warning of speed cameras, and they've said, why can't they put the speed limit that is prevailing at the time on the back of the camera?
That's a brilliant idea.
That is a brilliant idea, because how many times do you see a camera and think, I don't know what the speed limit is?
And now the news, and the big news this week is from Vauxhall, where it's just been announced that the Monaro has been dropped. They are
What?
saying that...
I've just been driving it, mate. I've got the Japanese guys over and they've dropped it.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to tell you, but you've wasted your time.
So that was all a complete waste of time what he was doing.
That's
Yeah.
not embarrassing, then.
Have they got any left that we could
Well,
buy?
officially, they say they've got enough left to last into the middle of next year.
And 5.7s as
Yeah,
well.
including the original 5.7, which we loved.
That's a fabulous car.
Fabulous. And you know they recently reduced the price on the 5.7 to below 30,000 quid. V8 muscle car for under 30,000 pounds.
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah,
That's,
it really
that's
is.
a definite case of buy now while stocks last.
So you made a mistake there. You've just gone and reviewed the wrong car.
Thank you.
Now, you know small car ads that you see in second-hand, like Exchange and Mart, whatever? You know that everyone abbreviates everything? Well, apparently don't, because a survey this week has found that most people don't know what these abbreviations mean, like ICE, you know.
In-car entertainment.
In-car, TNT.
Taxed and tested.
Taxed and tested, OK? Well, things are going to get a lot worse, because acronyms are really coming into the world of cars. Like, you know traction control?
Yes.
You'd expect that to be TC. But oh,
That's a
no.
logical thing,
OK?
yeah.
PSM. Porsche Stability Management.
Oh, yes.
BMW got two, DSC and DTC. Toyota got VSC. Anyone know what ESP stands for? It stands for Electronic Stability Program. PDC? Park Distance Control. Great haircut.
Wow.
Great haircut. The essence of it is that from now on, with all these acronyms kicking around, the small car ads are going to be impossible. You're not going to know what on earth they're on about.
I've written one for a BMW for sale. BMW 528. 19K, VGC, TNT, FSH, PAS, AAC, OBC, ICE, ABS, EBD, PDC, DTC, DSC, £15,000.
I've got a car here, this from Ferrari. It's called the Ferrari Super America. It's a 575 with the roof cut off. They're saying this is the fastest convertible in the world. 199 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in about 4.1 seconds. Costs £191,000.
No, it isn't.
What?
It isn't the fastest convertible in the world. Porsche Carrera GT, that's quicker.
True.
What the thing I drove earlier, Maserati, MC Hammer, that's quicker.
Third fastest convertible in the world.
There's a Zonda convertible.
Fourth fastest. The
And
fourth.
and the Koenigsegg.
It's the fifth. It's just a fast convertible.
And the Murcielago.
Sixth or it's a very fast Ferrari.
The worst thing about this, though, is we've got a picture of it from the back. It's just, look, it's horrid. I mean, the 575 is that you can't see this, which is how you're not being sick. It's really not a good-looking car, that.
It's going to have another problem, I reckon, because the way it works is this roof here sort of hinges over and folds down. It sort of flips over onto the back deck there, where it lies in that sort of shape when it's raining just before you put it up, like a sort of, let's say, a big shallow bucket.
Now it's time for the news.
Indeed, and how can I put this? Are you the sort of chap who likes the popular melodies from the big musicals?
Yes. Do you have a lot of scatter cushions around your flat?
Do you go out in a vest at night with a moustache?
Are you well groomed?
Do you look like this man?
That's what we're going to get.
Well, we've got the car for you. Here it is. It is called the Nissan Micra C Plus C Coupe Plus Cabrio.
Nice.
You'll love this. Come and have a look at this.
It's
That's
a bit of a
right
beast.
up your street.
Yeah.
It goes with the face hair and everything. You like that?
My street.
Up your street. Well, you're about to hit. Does it come with a hardtop?
Oh, yes, it does. It comes with a metal folding roof, as is fashionable. That's going to cost less than £14,000 coming out of Christmas.
Coming out to buy Christmas, this car.
That's already out, I'd say.
Hey, you know those old radiators that you used to get in schools, well, they still do in schools and hospitals, those old Victorian
Big
ones?
cast iron, heavy ones.
Yeah, the ones that actually work. You know what I'm
Yes.
talking about? Audi has decided to put one of those on the front of its next car.
Come on, well, look at that.
That is a radiator.
It is. It's enormous.
It is. Other things you can get on it are a chimney, mullioned windows, horse brasses, got a cellar.
That's not a tree behind it. It's got a thatched roof.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I know what the engine is as well. It's an Arga.
Hey! That's right. Have you got any proper facts on it for us, Jeremy?
No.
Right,
To be honest, I haven't. No, all they're saying is this might be the next Audi Allroad, which was the stupidest car ever, the last one.
I never got that.
Well, it was an Audi estate that was a little bit taller and massively
that
more
much.
expensive. What's that all about?
Somebody tell somebody in a boardroom at Audi somewhere that is hideous.
Yeah, it is.
Have you seen his plan to put these stickers on the windscreens of cars in showrooms? They're a bit like those ones you get on fridges and washing machines. They're like the energy sticker. It tells you how environmentally sound it is. That's the range of stickers. So green is essentially for things like the Toyota Prius, and red at the other end is for sort of Ferraris and supercars. And the good thing is, it's made it much quicker going into a showroom and choosing a car.
Absolutely, you just go for the red ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Red ones will all be interesting and the green ones will all be just boring. Yeah, exactly. And there's another advantage as well, actually, to buying red cars, because environmentalists say that if we all drive real gas guzzlers, big SUVs and so on, then the world will heat up, the ice caps will melt, the sea level will rise. They produced a map to show the effect of that just the other... Wales is cut off!
Hey!
Look at that! If you buy red... Or, and I know there are some Welsh people here, look at it the other way round, England's cut off! What's the ugliest car ever made? You stupid man. Can you say a Mazda MX-5 is not good looking? You're just not in touch with your woman's side there.
Can I suggest the Hyundai Matrix as the
No,
ugliest
you
car of all
can't.
time? That's
The
hideous.
whole of the rule book on what is ugly has been rewritten by a company called SsangYong with this.
Oh, mama!
What the hell were they thinking? Look at the tyre, look at the wheels, only 9 inches big.
But look at this, it's big, gloopy front. I might be sick.
The thing about this car is it's going to be sold in Britain, and they say it will cost less than 19,000.
Well, it was about 19,000 less.
Remove it from the site. You know Porsche, right? Laziest design studio in the world. New 911, exactly the same as the old one. Porsche Boxster, they designed the front, thought, oh, we'll have that at the back as well.
Actually, I think they just folded it. They did the back and then they went, there you go, folded the page over. It's the same.
Well, guess what? They've come up with an all-new model, and here it is. And what they've done is they've taken the Boxster and put a roof on it.
Well, not just that, they just stuck a 911 roof on it. Look, it's
unbelievably lazy design there. It's called the Cayman. They're bringing the S model in first of all. It's £43,000. It's coming in November. It does 171 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds, which isn't as fast as I was expecting.
not that quick, actually.
I think the problem is that if they'd have made it go any faster, you'd have thought, why buy a 911? I can have that. So I think they've deliberately slowed it down, but that's not a good enough reason for not buying it. Would you like to know why you shouldn't buy it? Look at it from the back. Oh, I've been sick. I've been sick. Get it off the script.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
not nice.
Don't look at that. That's gone. No, it's
still there.
Still there.
That's unpleasant.
It's gone. Oh, thank God for that. Sorry.
That's not
for
a
your
nice...
children watching.
Right, your mobile phone, OK? Now, you're not allowed to use this when you're driving, because that's illegal now, so you have to have a hands-free kit. Yes. And the problem then is...
Hello? You got? Yeah, don't work.
They're rubbish.
They are rubbish.
Hands-free kits are rubbish. Ah. Not this one. This is called the Phobile, OK? And the brilliant thing is, it's got an attachment on it. You stick it straight in your mobile phone and break it, like that. And then...
Is that real?
Yeah, it works. Whitehall 1212, please.
Technically, you are hands-free
Completely.
So you can buy those then?
Yeah, they're at mail order, 33 quid. You get a red one, you get straight through to Fighter Command HQ and scramble some Spitfires.
Have you not got a map this week?
Oh, yes, I am, of course, the map correspondent for Top Gear. Not a map as such, but I have been sent this. It's the what? It's the M4 Sights Guide to find out about everything you can see from your vehicle on the motorway. Mind you, it does say, warning, do not use while travelling. And big news, we've just seen a roundup of hot hatches there. Well, we've just got news of another one that's arrived. It's this from Ford, the Focus ST. Now, that has 222 brake horsepower, which is exactly the same as the Renault, I believe. It's going to be pretty brisk, top speed, over 140 miles an hour, 0 to 60, about the 6 and a bit seconds mark. I think that...
222?
Yep.
So less mental than the Vauxhall, then?
Yes, it will kind of in between, but that could be a very good car.
How fast?
I've just said, if you'd been listening, but I can understand you not.
I was over there. I
Yes,
was walking
and at your
along.
age-
I don't know how fast it is. How fast does it go, then? You just... How fast?
Why do I bother?
Does anybody
Why
listen?
do I bother?
Did
I've
anybody
just
listen?
told you and everybody else here.
I was
it's-
walking over here with my bag.
Look, you're old and deaf. You've got an excuse. You're...
Over 140.
One person heard.
How fast does it go from 0 to 60?
Over 140.
No, that's not
Why do we do this?
true. Over 140 is its top speed. If you go from 0 to 60 and over 140, that's slow.
poor.
Well, that's that covered.
Anyway, last week we were complaining that Honda didn't make enough exciting cars for us in the UK, and they've responded very quickly with this, which apparently is going to be the new Civic. £12,000.
That's great. I'd have one.
You wouldn't really, though, would you?
No, but my mum would.
Yes, there you go.
And you'd go, cool, Mum, that's a great car.
Oh, that's a good
You'd
looking
like
car.
this. It's your age. Do you want to come have a look? It's aimed at your age group. You like that?
It looks good next to it.
Yeah, you'd go really well
works.
together.
Yeah, it works. Good news for rural inbreds this week. Hummer, the people who make those enormous pseudo-military off-roaders, you know, this sort of thing, they have come out with a new range of aftershave and smelly stuff. There it is, Hummer. It's the first name that springs to me. Do you want to have a look at that? There you go.
Yeah.
It's nice.
When you open the top, listen to the sound.
Yes, exactly. Ode to banjo.
Guaranteed not to repel your sister.
Yes. Splash it on and make him squeal like a piggy. It's, I think that's remarkable. Actually, a better tip, if you're thinking about this, just wash instead. That'd be a better.
You'll love that. Now, let's talk about cars.
I'd like to talk about this. This from Honda is a new people carrier. Okay, it's big, it's pretty ugly. It's only going to be sold in Japan, probably, so we wouldn't ordinarily be that interested. Apart from, I want to show you what they've lined the back of it with on the floor. Here we go. Look at that. That is a laminate floor, ladies and gentlemen, in a car.
That's going to be noisy.
It is, yes. The people down below will hate it. More to the point, that is a family car, yeah? So what's going to be in the back?
Dog.
A dog, yes. I'd put little socks on it just to make sure. Whoa! I mean, that's a stupid idea.
It is a stupid idea, yeah. Now, look, you know now we've got speed cameras to catch us speeding?
Yes.
You know all the hair dryers they used to use in the olden days, yeah? Do you know what
the
they're doing?
radar ones?
Yeah, the radar ones. Do you know what they're doing with them now?
Throwing them away.
Yeah.
No? Yeah, it's not like the law enforcement agencies aren't busy at the moment, to be honest. But anyway, they were out and about the other day catching people speeding on the river.
What?
Well, the speed limit, we were told, is 7.4 kilometres an hour. What's that, four and a half?
That's walking pace.
I could swim faster than that. They're going to be prosecuting poo sticks. That is speeding.
Yeah.
It's this obsession everybody's got now that speed kills. It doesn't. Speed has never killed anyone. Suddenly becoming stationary, that's what gets you. That's the killer.
That will do it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's that time of year again, time for the Top Gear Motoring Survey. Now, we really do genuinely need your help with this. Last year it was the biggest survey ever of its kind, 54,000 people, but of course that only happens if you take part. We want to hear from you if you've got a car registered between 2002 on a 02 plate and 2004 on a 53 plate. That's very important. We want to know everything about your car, whether or not it breaks down, whether or not the immobiliser doesn't work, for example, whether or not your dealer's got BO and all that sort of thing. Log on www.bbc.co.uk/Top Gear. You can use your experiences to help someone else avoid making the mistake of buying what?
Ford GT.
Yes, exactly.
Anyone seen Heat magazine this week? They've done a list. No, they've done a list here of what's it called? Weird people that heat readers fancy. And they've got people like Boris Johnson and Jack Black and
really
Dermot
hideous people.
Gavin. Do you know who's won it? Richard Hammond.
That's nice, thank you.
Weird
I'm
people.
The best of a
that
bad
heat
bunch.
readers. There are 4 people who've written in. One's Sam and one's Charlie.
Cheers.
They're
Sam.
men's names. Men fancy Hammond. He's a snappy dresser. He's got a vest on. He's so enthusiastic about dogs. I don't have a clue about cars.
More appealable than you.
He is more appealable than me, and also, you could put him in your handbag.
Can we move on, please?
With the Honda FRV, which is now available with a 2.2-litre diesel engine offering 45 miles per gallon and at a price of £17,500.
That's not very interesting.
No, that's not very interesting. But what is interesting is the photograph they've sent us to illustrate the 3-abreast seating arrangement in the front. Here it is. And as you can see, this lovely couple have severed their daughter's head and mounted it on the dashboard.
I think it's actually an air freshener.
I think they're making those radar speed detectors illegal, aren't they? I think our eyes glow red if you come up to... Oh, slow
Have you
down.
seen their faces? Yes, we've chopped our daughter's head off.
I'll give you, are we there yet, you spoiled brat?
Did you know 80% of Ford Focuses sold in Sweden run on alcohol?
Didn't know that, no.
No, it is. It's not Bacardi Breezes. It's made from sugar and wood, apparently.
Actually, out where I live, in Gloucestershire, we would drink that. That's a cocktail. We love one of them wood and sugar cocktails, we will. That's nice.
Anyway, the point is that they're planning on introducing this fuel here.
Yeah, they are, but there's a problem that I've seen.
What?
Because they're going to sell it from normal petrol stations, but they're going to distribute it, or you're going to put it in your car through something called an Alco pump. which essentially means that when you get on a petrol station in the evening, it'll be full of teenagers in hoods.
Yes.
Can't get served in the town. Let's go down the filling station, fill up on wood and, what is it, sugar. Now, most important new car of the year, OK, is the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. No question about that. And here it is. I've driven it.
Have you?
I've driven it.
Come on, then.
What's it like?
Well, unfortunately, there's an embargo on it, OK, which means I'm not allowed to talk about it until August the 30th.
Well, we're not on air.
I know, it's a real shame, because I really wanted to talk about the noise, because honestly, it is... You put your foot down, and there's this wail from the V8, OK, because there's this valve in the exhaust, which I can't mention.
You can't tell us this?
No, I can't tell you this. But when you put your foot down hard, it flicks open, and you can hear that car 2 miles away. That's how loud it is.
Wish you could have told us that.
I know, I'm really sorry. And the other thing I can't tell you is the ride, OK? It's firm, but it's really well controlled. It's like the most... Oh, it's a fabulous thing.
You see, I would have loved to have heard that.
I'd like to know that. That's a shame, but you can't tell us how fast it goes or anything?
No, 175, can't mention
You can't
that.
tell us that?
No, sadly not.
I have to say, I can't wait till the 30th, when we can find out all
I
this.
know.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
It'll be a good day. Presumably, you're not allowed to tell us how much it costs either.
The price? No. Actually, I really can't tell you how much it costs, because remember when they said they were going to do that? They said, oh, it's going to be same money as a 911, and it's going to be £60,000, and it was 65, 70, 75. It's like an auction. Oh, somebody put their hand up, for God's sake. When we came on air, it was 80,000. It's probably about 87 now, and there's a 3-year waiting list for that. By the time, if you're at the end of it, you'll be paying £500,000.
Now, there is a new version of one of our favourite supercars on Top Gear. It's this, the Pagani Zonda F version, and it is stunning. 7.3-litre V12, 602 brake horsepower. 0 to 60 is now down to 3.6 seconds, 215 miles an hour. That will cost you £390,000. Oh,
What
come
would
on,
you
look at it.
sell?
Everything.
Really?
To have one of those, yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, obviously...
House?
Oh, house, kids, wife, all of that, yeah.
Horse?
Dogs, horses, cats. No, I've been thinking about this. It gets down to... You see, you don't need 2 kidneys, and you don't need 2 to drive that, and you get a lot of money, so I'd sell a kidney.
You only need 1 lung.
Yeah, I'd get shot of a lung. Ears. Perhaps you don't need the outside bit, do you?
Nose.
Yeah, like, I don't think you need these 2 fingers on each hand, because you could drive like that.
Sell those.
Yeah, you could sell all of those.
What about your penis?
No, I need that. No.
Not if you haven't got a nose. You won't need...
No, I will. I do. I've got a plan. Sperm banks. 25 quid a shot you get paid. Is it right?
True. Is that true?
Yeah. 4 of those a day. You could pay for your petrol and your insurance quite easily. You could run it. I mean, you'd be a bit, like, slumped at the wheel. Put my hands on the...
And you could splash out on a Zonda.
Hey! Yeah, you could.
For any children watching, ask your mum and dad what we're on about.
Mercedes S-Class, here it is. And this actually is a very important car because, as we know, if you want to know what gadgetry is going to be on your car in 10 years' time, you look at this,
Exactly,
because this is
because
where it all starts.
It is. The S-Class was the first to have anti-lock brakes, the first with airbags, the first with traction control. It's always the first
always
car
ahead,
to get
isn't
the
it?
All that
technology,
sort of
yeah.
stuff. So,
Yeah.
you wanna know
So
what
what's
you
that
get?
one got?
Infrared headlights.
Ooh, very clever.
Infrared lights, invisible James.
Ah, but is it, you see, because, yeah, we can't see it, but the image from it is displayed on a screen in the car. So that means as you're driving along at night, you can see badges hundreds and hundreds of yards away.
So there's more chance of hitting them.
Exactly, yes.
Like it.
avoiding
What
is what
else?
they're thinking.
Avoiding. Yeah, I meant avoiding.
Yes,
What else?
massage seats with 4 settings.
Ooh, so you can select Happy Finish Tronic. That'd be nice.
I want the Vietnamese sandwich, man.
So do I. What is it?
Vietnamese, it's where the other seat covers itself in baby oil and then rolls on top of you and you get this thing going on as you're driving along.
Sounds a bit dangerous, to be honest, if you're driving.
No, not in this car, though. Because this car knows when you're going to have a crash.
Really?
Yes.
How?
It's got sensors and radars. But anyway, essentially, if you're going to hit something, it puts the brakes on and does an emergency stop quicker, they say, than you could actually do it yourself.
And then what about
With your foot.
if something breaks and then sets off again?
Well, then you'll set off again. You
Automatically?
Yeah, you don't need your legs.
You don't need legs at all.
No.
So you just sit there. Oh, yes. Not having accidents all the way home.
Yeah. Vietnamese.
This is the car for me.
Now, it is a known fact, OK? This is a fact. People only ever want to be firemen, so they get to drive around in a great big red fire engine. It's just, those are the facts. That's how it works, OK? Well, not anymore. Look at this.
This is symptomatic of the problem with Britain today. Is you know that world's wildest police chase thing? 5 late at night.
Yeah, I
You see,
know that thing.
there's police chases from around the world, and it's always a big V8 chasing a Corvette in Australia and America, and then they go, "We got a chase from the United Kingdom of England land." Oh no, this is going to be so embarrassing. Sure enough, it's a Vauxhall Astra with a big diesel sign over there, and now we're chasing this BMX bike up the A34. Oh, this is going around the world. They're going to laugh at us.
What worries me about this is you're at home, my house is on fire, everything's burning, come and save me. You're all right, mate, I'm on my way. I am? I want we in a big lorry, that's
It's
not...
the ladder I want to see. Yes, I hope it's a bungalow, because we've only got there's some library steps on the passenger seat.
I don't feel safer in
No.
my house.